Most traders mess this entry up. If you would have taken a long setup right here, you would have gotten stopped out. But this confirmation right here with this 1 minute inversion fair value gap was the clue. That's why I was able to identify this high probability long and bank on this trade. I'll show you exactly how I framed this trade. Let's get right into the charts. All right, so right here on the daily chart, more or less my bias was that we were going to be bullish. We are sometime going to be coming up into these highs right here with this imbalance unfilled right here on the daily chart. I saw that we were still pushing up into these highs. We still had these bullish down close candles supporting price to the upside, and that we had this bullish daily order block right here that we were coming into contact with right here. So my idea was that we were bullish up into these highs as long as we were maintaining bullish prices within this down close order block right here. Here we are right here on the 4-hour chart. Just a closer look from that daily time frame. Right here is that daily order block right here. Here is a 4-hour imbalance right here that we can see price came down and was supporting in right here. Just another bullish price delivery array of interest for long setups today. All right, so coming into the marketplace today, this is the 15-minute right here. We did see that we had a bullish daily profile where we opened, price dropped lower into that 4-hour bullish fair value gap, and then we started expanding price to the upside. New York opened here pretty far away from these lows down here, so I was initially thinking that Asia could hold that low and New York could expand higher. We ended up putting in these relative equal highs right here off of that 8:30 high impact news release, and then price dropped lower. Once I saw this, I was really interested in price returning back up into these highs, seeing how I was already bullish bias on the day. I saw that price came down, interacted with this daily order block right here, and swept this sell side liquidity under Asia lows right here. This is right where my interest came into the setup. I saw that we had now ran sell side liquidity. We get this strong reaction off of this low being ran and this tap into this order block, and I was already having a bullish bias with this buy side liquidity intact with this high impact news event on this data wick right here. So that is where our entry setup occurred, right down here on that order block in that sell side liquidity. All right, on to the 5-minute now. We're always going to start on the 5-minute when we're looking for our actual entry executions. We see price runs down here, has this strong reaction after tapping into this order block and running this sell side liquidity. We don't actually get that push through that 5-minute inversion right here. We get this long upper wick, which sends price lower one more time. We see that it actually forms this SMT with ES, giving us even more confluence that we're going to be taking longs to the upside. Once this SMT gets put in right here, we see this expansion candle reaching for the top side. We drop down to the 1 minute, and we see right here that we get this large inversion 1 minute fair value gap. Look how big this fair value gap is, guys. This isn't a little fair value gap. This is a really strong bearish fair value gap that gets immediately ran to the upside with this nice V-shaped recovery. As soon as we run through this inversion fair value gap, we take our longs, stop below the low, 1R for our first PT, and then we run it up towards this higher 5-minute right here. And then we take our final sell right here around 1.5R. Here are the actual executions, guys. Turn them on, turn them off. No executions. Executions. All right, thanks for watching, guys. A big key takeaway right here is just to make sure the market really validates your idea. This initial reaction off of that order block and that sell side liquidity looked to tell you that this was going to be reversing higher. We don't actually get any of that confirmation, and we run lower, stopping you out. So just merely make sure that the price action or the entry criteria that you're using validates your idea. Other than that, guys, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Till next time.